Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today we're going to take a look at Tales of Aria and see, is it worth it to open up a box of Unlimited or First Edition? Not a ton of movement on the market this week. I do think it's really interesting to continue to look through this stuff and evaluate it based on the history of the game and the history of the season and everything that we're going through. So right now, if you want access to all this stuff, you can go over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG, where you get access to a great collection tracker here for you that updates the value of your collection anytime I do a video like this. So you will see that all your values are updated today for Tales of Aria. And then you also get a 5% off discount code to minmaxgamesfab.com, where they have a bunch of great singles if you're looking to finish out your deck or finish out your collection. There's also a link in the description of my videos for $5 off your order of $50 or more. All right, let's hop in and talk about Tales of Aria. We'll start with First Edition. Booster boxes are actually sitting at about $90, $85-$90 this week. No real movement on these. Even I've got them listed at 90. They just posted. I put this the spreadsheet together last night, but you got to pay $5 shipping too, so it's $90. Seems to be right where boxes are. This has been pretty dang flat for a long time after coming off the pre-order pricing of like 120, 125, even upwards to 150 at one point. The prices kind of dropped right back down to $85-$90, and that's where we are seeing boxes at. And, that's to be expected. I don't, if you look on the market, there is quite a few boxes at these price points. I don't anticipate like a huge market upswing anytime soon. But definitely something to be looking at. Even the main one here only has 27 sales, so that's sitting at 85. But if you use it's still the same price as the other ones. Like there's 10 here, 4 here, and more of these come to market every time they get kind of picked up. So they are being purchased. You've got stuff going on here. On the 14th, there were 7 of them purchased. On the 3rd, there was 1. So there are every couple days people come in and sweep the floor a little bit. On the 8th. Between the 8th and the 11th, nobody purchased one. But look on the 8th, somebody came in and purchased a bunch of them on the 8th. This is probably, my guess is or was the 8th the day that they did that sale? Anyway, but there were no purchases from the 8th to the 11th, and then very few purchases until the 14th, where we had another kind of sweep going on. So looking at the singles then in the box that sees it worth it, open an $85 box. The Fable, your Corsham sitting at $300. No real changes. This is just it's down 10%. Kind of floats back and forth. The Unlimited one sitting like 150, I think. So this kind of makes sense based on the case pricing. That kind of all sits true to me. Looking at your legendaries, we had a little bit of a pump the last month or so on legendaries from Tales of Aria, with a lot of the heroes, kind of being looked at previously. A little bit of wondering if things are going to be utilized for ProQuest season, but now it just seems like we're not there. Rampart seemed like it was going to see increases, and it has. It's the only one that's kind of up. I know Crown of Seeds has had a lot of conversation, but that one's down to 208. So not a ton of movement, either up or down. 2 weeks ago, last time we did an update, we were up 8% as people were kind of picking up some of these singles to build their decks. And like I said, now I think we're just kind of getting towards the end of ProQuest season. Maybe people are switching over decks, or they didn't do as well as they thought they would. So your average is down to 170. You got your Crown of Seeds at 205, 208, your Rampart at 221, and then the rest of them are sitting around 150. Looking at the cold foils then, on average, your cold foils, some increases, some decreases. The common cold foil, that's not right. The common cold foil is down 16%. It's an average of $5.82. So there's definitely some softness here on the market. Again, I think people are their focus is on Everfest. The new set came out, and people's focus is on that. No huge price swings. Honing Hood is up 25%. The Suede Hides is up 18%. Other than that, most stuff is pretty down. Pulsive Voltaven up 13%. Extended Art Rainbow Foil, no huge change, down 7% to about $180 for the Channel Lake Frigid. Majestic Rainbow Foils, Lighted Up, moving up a little bit, but it's still only like a $2 card. Oak and Old losing some value, down to $10. Obviously, Oak and Old is seeing a lot of play right now. But again, like it just seems like we're there. Like it seems like the cards that people need for ProQuest season are in their hands. And so there's just not a lot of movement on the market. We're down 2% to an average of $3.75. For your regular Majestics, again, like Oak and Old and this winter, Oak and Old being the important one to look at here, is up a little bit. It's still only a $2 card, but it's up a little bit. So that's important to know that, but I just don't think I think people have their decks together. I think that's what's going on. So your price point's at 2%, average is $2.37. So let's take a look then at your EV calculation. If you were to open up 40 boxes of this is kind of your anticipated pull rates from first edition here. You're sitting at $88. That includes everything, but if you just include the Majestics to the Fables, you're going to sit at around $82.67. And then if you include just like you're basically opening up a case, so the Majestics or the Legendaries, you're sitting at $75.17. And if you just include Cold Foil Common, like you hit a Cold Foil Common, you're sitting at like $27. So lots of interaction here. I mean, obviously you hit a Corsham. If you need the cards, it's not bad to open. But singles being so cheap, I just don't see the value in opening this unless you're going to hit a legendary. So, opening up a case and hitting a legendary definitely seems pretty good, especially if you hit one of the higher expensive ones. And Unlimited is very similar. We'll get into the Unlimited EV. Sealed boxes at $67 right now, I think. $61 on TCG Player. Sealed boxes, crazy. That's kind of looking on sold listings, kind of currently available. It'd be like $65. That's shipping included. Stores are essentially losing money selling them at this price on TCG Player and free shipping, for the record. So like you can get boxes for $60 if you're kind of patient on TCG Player. And so it doesn't make any sense because opening a $60 box is worth it for Unlimited. We'll get into this. But the Fable is sitting at $150. That's down 11%. Your Legendaries, average price of a Legendary is $147, which is down 10%. But still, the point being, like the average price of a Legendary, nearly at $60, pays for almost 3 boxes. If you hit a Crown of Seeds at $60 a box, you've paid for 3 of your 4 boxes in your case. It's crazy. So singles for Unlimited don't make any sense. Stores, instead of dumping your product, should be opening for singles right now. That's what should be happening, but for whatever reason they're not. And I've been saying this for a while and they just don't. So we're down 10% to an average of $147. Down across the board here on all the singles. Again, I just feel like, we had a huge uptick going into ProQuest season, and now it feels like everybody just kind of has their deck together. Looking at Majestic Rainbow Foils, and this winter strongly up a little bit, but Oak and Old up 31% to $9. That's important. That's kind of the card to look for right now. Voltaire up to $13. Tome of Harvest is up a little bit. You've got Duskblade is for some reason up 15% this week. No huge interactions here other than Oak and Hold going up 30%. Like these other ones don't really matter. They're just down a couple pennies or 10%. Pulsive Volt Haven up $12. No huge interactions here. Looking at your foil Majestic on average is $4.82. Looking at your regular Majestic, on average, you're sitting up 13% to $2.36. Again, Oak and Old up 185% from $1.75 to $5. So important to note there. Let's get into the EV real quick. Box EV, if you open up 40 boxes, you're sitting at $78. If you just open up if you don't sell let's see, does this include the Fable? I always get confused. This does not include the Fable. You'll be sitting at $69, $7. Like you make your money back on a box right now if you open it. So if you're a store and you're having a problem selling your Tales of Aria Unlimited, you should just crack it for singles. I mean, it's worth it. You'll make more money selling singles. So, and then obviously, if you hit the Fable, you can add $4 to this. So it'd be about $74 with the Fable here. So that's your EV based on the data that we calculated all this. You're sitting about $73 to $70. Open up a box of Unlimited that costs you $60. That sounds like some arbitrage right now. you still got to sell the singles. I get it. Like if you're an individual looking to mass box open, I probably wouldn't do it at the $60 a box. But if you're a store that has a bunch of boxes, and boxes are, we haven't had boxes sell on TCG Player since the 8th, I think it's in. If you're a store that's like, you've got products since the 9th, no boxes sold in TCG Player, it seems like selling singles is probably the better bet. So hope you guys have yourself a fantastic day. One more time, if you want access to all this stuff as a collection tracker, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG, where you also get that discount code 5% off at minmaxgamesfab.com. You can also use the link in my the description for TCG Player to save or to support the channel as well. This ending is not going the way that it should be. I hope you have yourself a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.